What's up, Starcraft fans? It is Monday, 7 p.m. in Manila. That means it's time for the weekly mutation. This week we have Dead Heat on Donny Vermilion with Fatal Attraction, Self-Distraction, and Walking Infested. I am playing this time as Zeratul this Prestige with these masteries, these masteries. Go on the solo queue, wish me luck. Thank you to Mattis Diaz and Notorious Thief for supporting the Mobilization tier, and Darth, Lucina Superior, and Shadow Archon who are supporting the Pulse Cannon tier. And thank you to all my supporters on Patreon. Brian, let's hear the invitation, please.
Donny Vermilion, the best map in the game, is where we have to gather 20 Xenon crystals and return them to the stabilizer in the middle of our base. The crystals appear once lava recedes from the low ground, but we need to flee to the high ground while the lava is up. Your guys get pulled in when enemies die nearby. Enemies spawn infested and explode when they die.
So I'm playing this Prestige because I kind of wanted to see if I could do the Zeratul artifact cage without having to, with actually knowing the exact location of the spawn point. I think it's somewhere around here, and I will try to do a large-ish cage to have a higher probability of actually caging the fragments, which is of course the plan. But as you know, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. So we'll see how this actually goes. Ooh, Sky Terran. They're actually good for me, because Terran has ranged units, which means they are less likely to have a lot of stuff flying in or running in and making our day miserable. So I call that a win. Normally I would hate playing against Sky Terran, but not today. Or at least not in this specific instance.
Allied forces are under attack.
Collect this.
The lava is
Collect that.
and it's left behind some crystals. The
Commanders will be trying to gather those before the lava sweeps them away.
bringing a crystal to the
This.
stabilizer has bought them
Yeah, I'll make a
some
largish
time,
circle,
but it will take more
as large as I
than
possibly
time
can.
to heal this planet's wound.
Okay, the Haka's still slapping around. I don't need to have this worker mining because I'm already oversaturated in my main. I have about a minute to build as much as I can.
We don't have enough. Allied forces
Try to
are under
close
attack.
the cage, so to speak. I have about
This report
20
from
seconds.
Terry, our seismologist,
I think it's enough
who
time
says seismic activity is
to,
increasing.
I think I can
That
send a
means
worker.
lava, and it's coming
Yeah, worker over
soon.
here. All right.
We must withstand them.
Cool.
Word
much do I
is
have?
the lava is hitting now.
I think I can
Let's
just
go live
barely.
on the planet
No.
UV.
Uh-oh. I
4
think I can
minutes
close it.
until Viridia's cataclysmic end. Well, they can't hear me, but
There
I'm
you go.
sure
I just
the
barely
commanders
closed it.
know the pressure
That's
is
in
on.
the lava, but just barely out of damaging Zeratul range. Ah, look at that.
Lava moves the crystals
A
around.
perfect
Terry
perfect
says
summon.
That's unscientific. Don't listen to Terry.
All right, let's go.
I shall find a way.
Add that monolith.
That shall be
Monolith.
my allegiance.
Allied forces are under
This
attack.
thing over here.
Our allied base is under
Add
attack.
this thing over here. Add this thing over here. Let's
Allied forces are
add
under attack.
a watcher.
I seek the path of salvation. You must not hesitate. Rise, primal war.
KKK. Let's
Our
start
allied base is under
this
attack.
thing. I just realized I said something potentially racist, but I'd like everyone to know that those 3 letters mean something else in the Philippines.
The enemy is near. Kill.
Oh, wow.
Prophecy
That's unfortunate.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Another increase in
Let's
seismic
hope that all
activity.
these are in
A lava
range.
surge is coming.
Will this finally be the big one?
Allied forces are under
Another
attack.
lava surge has come. We'll have
I think I
more
can get away with
after
it.
this short message from our sponsor.
I think I can get away with it. Hey, come on. There we go. So you can see the cage actually works. Which is beautiful. Fantastic. Let's make another one of
That'll
these
cost more
watchers.
minerals than we have.
I like these things.
We don't
I'll...
have enough
Oh, no. I wasted 100 minerals. I like placing my static defense slightly further away
We are hearing that the lava
from
is
my
receding,
mineral
and the
line
race to
because
reactivate the stabilizer
I want them
is
to
back
just
on.
barely not...
UNN seismologist Terry estimates the planet has 4
barely not
minutes
drag
remaining.
my workers
Let's see if you're right, Terry.
on the fail attraction stuff.
Breaking news. The enemy forces are attempting to stop the commander's
Oh,
workers.
you
We'll
siege
have
up over
more as the
here.
situation develops.
You siege up over here.
The prophecy.
Let's add another one.
My burdens weigh heavily.
Okay. Workers are on the way.
I will
Great.
fulfill
Let's just send
Even
these
with
guys
the
on their
odds
merry
against
way.
them, workers have managed to reach
Oh, I should send
25%
rally these,
stability.
yes.
A
Rallying
truly
seems like a bright
unexpected
idea.
accomplishment.
more minerals for that.
Mervar is out. That's damage.
closing in on our base. Ready your blades.
Oh,
An artifact fragment.
yes, it's time to go
Allied
here.
forces are under attack.
Nice, very nice damage by Dahaka.
An artifact is complete. I shall draw on its energy.
Okay. Yeah, let's just keep fighting.
I face
Deal more damage,
under
fight more
attack.
enemies, have more fun. Add more cannons. Send this warp prism over here.
I seek the path.
Why did they do that? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. An actual idiot. Okay.
You address me.
Allied forces are under attack.
Okay. Right. Let's send.
I seek
Where is my.
A jolt of
How about the other
seismic
one?
activity rocks the surface
Here we
of
go.
Meridia Prime.
Siege this one
The
up
lava
here.
won't be too far behind.
Cancel, cancel.
I bring wisdom.
Start this thing over here.
That the lava is surging right now. Let's switch to Lava Cam 6.
Alright. Can I just. Yes, I can. I absolutely can.
Breaking
Alright.
news. A molten salamander.
Locals call Molten Sal has been drawn to the scene. It could create unimaginable chaos. Chaos, yes, that's how it's read.
I bring wisdom in times of chaos.
Alright,
It looks like that surge is finally over with. Let's watch the commanders get back to work.
that. Teleport over here.
Dress me.
Send a worker down here. Let's send another worker here. And last worker,
Our allied base is
we're
under
gonna send
attack.
upstairs. After we ideally cleared all these things.
Our base is
Okay.
under attack.
I face
Let's
a new
send this
trial.
thing here. Make another worker. I hope that's enough. Oh. Collect that, please. And one more. Ideally, collect the crystal. Okay. Yes.
The environmental stabilizer has reached the halfway point. A big
So,
moment for the
ooh,
forces
what am I
down
doing?
below.
Our enemies.
There's a lot of enemies on the way.
We will answer.
Okay.
Allied forces
Okay. Where's the last probe? It's over here. Something probably died while I was collecting stuff. This Dahaka is a pretty good player. He's fighting aggressively using the Haka. Meanwhile, also pushing with him with his audience and making storm hosts and stuff. Very aggressive. I like it.
Lava surge is back, viewers. Let's watch as the low ground is engulfed in molten rock and fire.
Collect that. Unload Zeratul
Like
here.
the salamander has resurfaced. If the
Can I
commanders
teleport
are
to there?
going
Yes,
to
I
do
can.
something,
Ha! That's sneak
now
attack.
just might be the time. Oh, watch this, viewers. The commanders are going to need to fly carefully to avoid the magma spouts bursting from the lava.
That was risky.
The lava has receded once more,
Leaving both crystals and destruction in its wake.
The enemy means to attack our base. We must be prepared.
Where are they coming from? Uh-oh, that spells trouble. Good news is my ally is on top of it, so no need to worry at all. Okay, right click that. Send the worker here. Send the worker here.
I seek the path of salvation. My allegiance.
Do not let my allies stuff that. Oh, ally. I almost destroyed your thing. I apologize. I do apologize. Okay. Here's the thing.
My enemies close in.
Demote dude. Now, cannons. Monoliths.
Warp that in.
Teleport out. Get this. Cool. Teleport there. Get that. Unload. So what I'm doing now is just spamming cannons and collecting crystals, I
Our
hope.
base is under attack.
Okay, let's collect this piece
Our
here.
allied base is under attack.
We must not.
Hey, where were we? Let's add more cannons. The nice thing about Zeratul's cannons, as you guys already know, or don't, is that they just gain value over time by continuously dealing damage, even when they
Allied
get,
forces are under attack.
or rather when their projections get destroyed, because
Our base is under attack.
the projections aren't actually lost, they just disappear, but the real cannons can always project
Enemies descend on
where they
our
need to be,
base.
you know? So that's very nice.
That earthquake
Only signals one thing. Another lava surge is coming soon. Let's stick this guy here.
Surges here. Evacuation of the low ground.
I wonder how aggressive I can go with this stuff. Let's see. We're about to find out how aggressive exactly I can go.
Has resurfaced. I normally don't editorialize.
Ouch,
but that
ouch,
thing
ouch,
will
ouch, ouch. Okay, not as aggressive as I hoped, but right as aggressive as I expected,
Warp that in.
if that makes sense. Put this here.
quickly as it surges.
Send
The
this
lava
here.
recedes. Now it's up to the workers to reach those new crystal formations in
Okay,
time.
send this here. More cannons here. Because I can.
Warp that in.
Awesome. And now just make free cannons. I think we're almost done. We're gonna collect these 3 sets. They'll bring up to 17, which will mean we only need 3 more after this. Yeah, very clean game. Very smooth. I like it. Thanks in large part to my ally,
Base is in peril.
who contributed a lot.
Protect it with all
Oh, hey.
we have.
Warp that in. Warp that in.
Yeah, add these
The
cannons and stuff.
stabilizer is 75% charged.
Send
So
these here,
close,
send
yet
this guy
so
here.
far. Will they pull through?
Ally's doing very well. So are my cannons, but you know, so is my ally. Just add more cannons. You can see how peaceful it is. It's basically like having the Haka swarm hosts, except they have further range.
Here's the lava.
Watch the low ground, viewers. That's where the action is. I think I should unsiege this guy. Send him over here. If he can reach it. I think he can. This boy's pretty fast.
Flames spread as the molten
This boy pretty
salamander
fast.
resurfaces. Will the Dominion's allies intervene? Or leave
Yeah,
this
siege it up
creature
here.
unchecked?
Ooh.
Viewers,
Ooh, I
the
think my ally
commander's
lost a
air
storm host or
units have
something.
just
I didn't
been
know that
hit
was a
by
thing.
lava spout, and
I didn't know that was a thing actually.
Let's replay it.
Okay,
Warp that in.
this should be the last set. Pick
Our
this up
base
here.
is
Looks
under
like the
attack.
lava has fully
Then pick up
receded.
these last two.
Can the commander's workers make
Alright,
up
that should be
for
game.
lost
GG.
time?
Very nice.
Shun, I must seek an artifact fragment.
I like how they just rebuilt the nuke thingers. Instead of making army. They don't even care about army. They just want to make nukes. So basically,
I seek the path of
just your run-of-the-mill gold leaguer in 1v1. That's all A1 is, a run-of-the-mill standard dime a dozen gold leaguer. Like myself. But you know,
Enemies
we don't talk about that.
unchanging.
Anyway,
No match for
very smooth game. Again, my ally did very well. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you do, please leave it in the comment. I think he will have more kills because Doc is very difficult to outkill. But I will have more crystal carrying time. No, it's actually very even. Huh. Huh. What do you know? Zeratul is indeed very good in this mutation. And as I predicted, I would have more crystal carrying time because the Haka was just chilling. The Haka was just vibing this game. And he almost outkilled me too. But he was very active. I do like how active my ally was. He was out on the map destroying stuff. I think the fact that I had cannons where he was fighting sometimes negated some of his effectiveness because unlike creeper hosts and Haka and pack eaters, my cannons cannot be affected by fatal attraction, which makes him extremely awesome in this mutation. Anyway, you guys had a lot of comments and questions last week. At Joshua4952 says that doing the bonus on Void Launch isn't a terrible idea if it's reasonably possible. I actually like doing the bonus on Void Launch just because it's part of full clearing the map. I like full clearing the map. So if I can do the bonus while I full clear, that's considered, you know, a bonus. At Danim Ally says, and I agree, that holidays are not hours that companies need to recover another day. If your company is offsetting holidays on different days, then you're being robbed. Finally, at BailingsX4244 says that it's time to dig up trap guides for Zeratul. Or you can do what I did, just make a really large cage and hope that the artifact fragment is contained within. And in my case, that is usually what happened. It's large enough and it doesn't need to really be two boxes deep. No, that's not really a thing. It just needs to cover the possible exits of the fragment. Anyway, Brian, please do the outro.
Thank you all for your comments. I read them all each week, including the critical ones. Please join my Discord group if you want to chat or appear on one of my videos. If you want to support the channel, you can use the Patreon link on the top right of the screen. Any Patreon support will immediately grant you preferred status for content suggestions. And if you have any more questions, ideas, or feedback, please comment down below, and I will do my best to respond next week.
I'll see you guys next time.